these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. First carry for James Conner. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or two. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Finds his running back, James Conner. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Murray from midfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Slot man moves right. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Robinson.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Hull. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Moore, the man in motion.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television. He said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
18 Cardinal.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Check 52. 19 Tiger.
2nd and 4. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6 from the 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game.
Robinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Watch the twins. Cougar 19. Ready.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Connor on the toss left side. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Hopkins, a man in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Connor. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got room. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Robinson up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That's brought in downfield by London.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Connor on 1st down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to 60, back to 60.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Check down to Breida. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Come on. Hey, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. He's not going to get me. At 25 for Mike. We'll go 20. Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll drop to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll try to run with Robinson.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick. but to throw one to the big guy. But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are right back in this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Again, a run with Connor. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hand off now to Robinson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And
And the Cards are right back in this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
123 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys